Baseball is where we have to start, unfortunately. We've got a couple different levels. Number one, scandal. We've got the cheating scandal. We seem to have all the information we need to know now. Maybe more will be leaking out later. The latest has been players who said that they felt they couldn't do anything because the veterans in the locker room for the Houston Astros were kind of saying, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm a rookie. How do you feel about now these scandals, and where does baseball go from here?
Well, it's concerning because they didn't do their due diligence with the investigation in the first place, because it came out after the investigation was supposedly complete by the commissioner's office that this allegedly began in 2016 because an intern developed some sort of spreadsheet called it was a code breaker, basically was the name of the whole thing. So, that's concerning for me because either one, the commissioner's office knew about it and decided not to report on that, or two, they were incompetent in their investigation. And either way, I don't think that reflects good on the commissioner's office. The thing about the players is to say that, well, one or two guys were doing something illegal, basically, and that there was nothing that they could do. That to me seems a little bit far-fetched.
They broke some monitors, they had some meetings, things were said, but things kept going.
All right, so listen, you guys are innocent guys, right? You're going to believe what they're going to feed you, that's fine. And I can respect that about you guys. You guys don't really believe the story that MLB doesn't want you to know, right? The leak story. You're going to tell me Carlos Beltran is being painted as the ringleader of all of this. Isn't it convenient for Major League Baseball that he was retiring and never managed a game as a manager, right? Wouldn't it be I don't know, good for Major League Baseball if they leaked a story that the guy that will have nothing to do with baseball from this point on is the one that masterminded the whole thing? Come on, this is all on purpose. This has all been ridiculous. I told you guys last week about my conspiracy theory with Mookie Betts heading out to Los Angeles, and it's all part of some undercover conspiracy. I don't believe any of it. I think that Major League Baseball is doing everything they can PR-wise to try and spin this as a single rogue player bullying into other players so you don't pull back the curtain and see even more that lies underneath it.
Well, I think there is more there, but the question is now, how do we move forward? You have the baseball season just about to start, spring training. Some players are now apologizing and addressing this issue. You still have to play baseball. The question is now, what are you going to do? You're not taking championships away, right, Nate?
Right. Well, and that, again, the Houston Astros this season, really, aside from losing their general manager and their field manager, really don't get penalized for this whole incident. And the guys who directly benefited from it, Carlos Correa, Jose Altuve, Alex Bregman, the three biggest benefiters of this whole scandal, they can play this season without any penalty. They don't have to miss the postseason. There's no threat of anything further happening to the players because, well, they cooperated with the commissioner's office. And like you said, they put this basically all on Carlos Beltran. There's not one guy that you could say completely masterminded this whole thing, and because of him, these other players were scared to not participate. That seems ridiculous.
And no one wants to snitch anymore. We all know that that's one of the things in sports. We kind of keep it in the locker room until it hurts me.
Well, that's what's so funny about this whole thing, right? His fans are freaking out. How do we not know this earlier? And then those same people are saying, well, why is Fires out there snitching on what happened in the background? Well, pick a side. The funniest thing so far, I think, about this entire scandal is one of the first player to apologize comes out and had to go to one of his teammates in private and apologize for everything that happened. That's what we're forgetting here, is that these guys are friends. They're now joining new teammates. You have guys that lost out on career money, lost out on chances at championships, and you're directly responsible for that. And hey, now we're in the same jersey. Let's go have dinner together.
Yeah, and you have Mike Bolsinger, who's now suing the Astros because he never pitched in the big leagues after that point. Now, he went to Japan and made some money, so I'm not sure if that has any validity to it, but he never pitched in the big leagues after that, and he may never pitch in the big leagues again. However, his career numbers suggest that one outing was not the reason that he's no longer a major league
close
pitcher.
To a 7 ERA, and he's going to file a lawsuit. I love it, but what are you doing, bro? Come on.
He was hurt the most clearly in this whole situation.
And the people in baseball or the fans that are saying, well, isn't this a wider spread thing? If players are as vocal as they've been about this whole scandal, there's no way that this is widespread because they're not going to put their necks on the line if they know their team was doing something similar or as equally bad as what's come out about the Astros.
Payback can be tough.